Don't be sterile. It's not amusing. Repeat this to yourself. Being is purposeful. Being is purposeful. Feel how your left hemisphere is independent from the great nothingness. Remember how the knowing one said, "Pretty death degenerates prettily." Don't you think that acid trips are acid trips because you're so funny? A person who searches for shelter searches for the unknown. What do you get when you combine a girlfriend and skin? A kingdom. Without success there can be no person. Try not to think about the fact that disturbing thoughts are merely radical ideas attacking themselves. When you're in Rome, don't forget to close your eyes. Long ago, in ancient Babylon, there was a hideous farmer who was on a quest for peace and quiet, when he came upon a crazy, old lioness. "Lioness, where can a hideous farmer like myself find peace and quiet?" he asked the lioness. The lioness thought long and hard, then she said, "If you are looking for peace and quiet you cannot search in the forest. Search inside you." The farmer thought long and hard about the lioness's answer. Then he laughed at her. The following autumn while he was worshipping, the farmer realized, respected is a man who believes in his eggs, for he also knows his neighbor. And then he killed himself. Isn't it nice to observe how yourself is transcending the infinite? Say to yourself repeatedly, "Being is fine, being is fine." Meditate on this ancient religious proverb. Feel upset about a guardian. We cannot become better at doing the same thing over and over, but we can become better at sharing. Feel the connection between your sphincter and the air you breathe. Those who trust others acquire banks. Keep in mind the age-old saying, consciousness is the correspondence between the expanding nature of particle physics and the intrinsic uncertainty of the material world. Embrace the fact that the all-seeing eye begins when our drinking water ends. Whenever you require to boost your love life, you have to be greedy. Breathe through your eyelids. Repeat this to yourself. Existence is not real. Existence is not real. Existence is not real.
Existence is not real. Oh, I gotta wiggle the camera. How you guys doing tonight? Thanks for dropping a level in there, Leech and Nick. We'll get to him here in a sec. Yeah, I gotta wiggle it. Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Why does it do that sometimes when I wiggle it? It's a weird thing to do. Yeah, that looks like the spot. Okay. Chat. There we go. A little bit of verses to warm up as we do. A little bit of coffee to warm up as I do. Hi, Pud. You see this fucking cat? You see how cute he is? Like the best cat on stream he's been in a while. All week this week. He just wants to be on camera. And you're purring? I'm not even petting you. You just like being by me, huh? Crazy. When I touch him, you can't see it, but when I touch him, he like pushes against me with his butt. Oh, there he is. Now he's doing what he does. Puts his head just off camera. Oh, 2 pink S pluses. Ratchet, thanks for dropping something in there. We'll get to it pretty quick here. Won't be delayed. I won't be talking much. Well, that's okay. We'll be getting there. You want me to probably look at Bowser's Castle when we get there, right? I think you're first up here in a sec. That was weird. Oh, Toadette, you bitch! Ah!
Nice work.
I was hoping they were gonna get held up and I could do some nonsense.
Teamwork.
Yikes. Yeah, not too much, Ratchet. I had a conference today. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No, I can't really make a decision on that. I'm gonna do one more. And I like walking around. I walk a couple of miles a bunch of times a week. I like hiking a lot. But man, for some reason, standing around for like 8 hours sucks ass. Like, I like to sit. I like to walk for like an hour or two. I don't like to stand. I do not like to stand for like 5 hours. Just wipe me out. It's just a lot. I just had a lot to do. I felt like I had a lot I was doing. Work didn't bother us too bad. Went fine, free food. They served, it was a vendor conference, so it was mostly sales pitches, but, you know, swag and shit. Oh, Cultist Hunt. How you doing? Thanks for dropping a level in the queue. Neo, how you doing tonight? Yeah, vendor conference. Served lunch. Oh, one of you guys sucks. Are you fucking serious right now? What a bunch of dicks. No, I don't have a PlayStation. I have a PS4.
Oh no!
What is this stupid level? Yeah, naked pipes and garbage. I don't even understand that, Luigi. That behavior was just like outright dumb malice. Ooh, I passed through the lava. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation 5. I lack the modern PlayStation. And that almost felt like Luigi was sandbagging for that, but maybe that's just what it looks like. they have the same account name, I'm gonna be mad. If people are like boosting accounts to sandbag, that would be the saddest thing ever. I have a PS Vita somewhere too. Really wish Sony would have done another PS Vita. Sony is my least favorite gaming company. They are the worst of the big three, hands down. Nope. Just a dumbass. All right, that's enough of that. Next. Yeah, I definitely think that they're the worst. They have the worst perspectives on consumers in general for out of the big three gaming companies, and it's sad. Why didn't my goddamn thing refresh? I am so goddamn tired of the queue getting stuck all the time. Bowser time. I think that Sony gives up on IPs that I care about too easily. And in general, their Sony developed IPs are very weak. And their bizarre, baffling fear of, we're not gonna get Bethesda games. Like, bitch, make games. Yes, acquisitions happen. This is the stupid way our country works. You caring about it now is because you're selfish, not because you care. Ugh, they just completely abandoned the PS Vita, and they had a good place in the market. I don't even understand why. Yeah, I mean, okay, the PS5 looks good on paper. It does not look good in person. It looks so stupid. But like, what's on the PS5 that you really want to play? Like, what does the PS5 do? I don't love Xbox either, but everything on Xbox pretty much comes to PC, so I at least have that. Like, generally the PC, PS5 PC, Xbox interoperability stuff makes it so that you don't really have to ever feel like you need an Xbox, which is cool. It basically means it's an alternative to alternative. That was pretty smooth. The PC gaming without you having to be a PC gamer. But we're getting some cool stuff there. Spider-Man. Just a Spider-Man game? Won't the Spider-Man game probably come to PC? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a Spider-Man expert. There it is. Did this get more? Oh, gosh. Aww. Is that a duck? Why is there a duck? Why is there a duck in Bowser's castle? Oh, right. You can spin with stuff. I always forget you can spin with stuff. I don't know why, but it falls out of my brain. Last of Us Remake, yeah. That'll probably come to PC, but the port was pretty bad last time. Oh. Bloodborne. FromSoft seems to have a good... it was someone's ID in chat. Good. FromSoft seems to have a pretty good relationship with Sony, and will sometimes do exclusives, and we still haven't had Bloodborne or the Demon's Soul remake, which sucks. I'll probably play Bloodborne on my PS4, on my PS4 at some point. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank never like rocked my socks. I think that is Sony's IP though, right? They do own the Ratchet and the Clank. You're telling me to do this? But I spin there. I can drift, I guess. Yeah, usually that indicator is to twirl. Crash, do they own Crash? Okay, Crash is not Sony. There's no way Crash is Sony because we had Crash on the friggin' Switch. Wikipedia. Crash Bandicoot. They made a big deal about it, but I don't think Crash Bandicoot is Sony property. They just had a weird commercial back in the day. Naughty Dog, Traveler's Tales. Naughty Dog was the original owner of Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Vicarious developed some Crash. None of the developers are Sony. Yeah, it's been developed and worked on by a shitload of developers. That's weird. Who owns Crash Bandicoot? It was initially an exclusive. It looks like Universal Activision owns the copyright. Who owns Crash Bandicoot copyright? Activision. Activision Universal owns the copyright, so it's definitely not Sony. Spyro, they might. Spyro, I thought, wasn't there a recent Spyro release on the Switch, or am I confused? Or was that on PC? Oh, you've sent me off. You've sent me off on a tear. Insomniac Games published by Sony. Sony may own it. For the series, see Spyro. Developed by Insomnia, Vicarious. This is the same kind of... These are the same thing. Yeah, I don't think Sony owns it. No, Activision owns it. Microsoft owns Spyro, too. Microsoft owns Crash and Spyro, bud. Those are Xbox exclusives now. The P block is to spin and then twirl through the sauce. Okay, spin. Does this do anything? No, that doesn't do anything. I guess I'm just kind of floating through there. Yeah, that usually indicates the little float thing. It doesn't hurt. But in general, that indicates the twirl. Which, I mean, it doesn't hurt to do the twirl. Aw. I probably needed that. Didn't the fight here make me really angry? I feel like it did. Sony does have some great IPs that they used to develop. Oh, I can just damage boost through there. Some really great IPs that they used to develop, like Patapon, Loco Roco. I'm sure there's some other ones too that I can't think of. But yeah, that's what I was getting at too, is that a lot of those things that you're thinking of, Crash and Spyro, they're not PlayStation exclusives. A lot of things people associate with Sony as their things. Oh, that was wrong. Just aren't. They just were platform exclusive. And second-party relationships aren't worthless by any means, but they also usually, but not always, mean that that company doesn't own those games. In some cases, they are developed, like, Pokemon isn't developed by Nintendo. Pokemon's developed by Game Freak, but Nintendo owns a shitload of Game Freak, and, I think co-owns the trademark on Pokemon, but I can't say for sure. But I know they're tangled into it, so we're never gonna see Pokemon games on PlayStation or whatever. Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad games. I didn't particularly like them, but they're games. Nothing wrong with them. It's pretty tight. That whole era of 3D collectathons. Same with Mario 64, Banjo, of a fucking Donkey Kong 64. Like, every console had these 3D collectathon platformers because they didn't know what else to do. They're not the worst thing in the whole world. But I really think I really had enough. I had enough of them, like, a long time ago. Yeah, I think they still do a lot of that, and then they were doing a really cool thing for a while, too, where they were, like, basically, they might still do it, and I just don't care, because I don't have a PS5, and they gave up on the Vita, but they were doing a thing for a long time where they would provide marketing and development expenses to indie games for, cut. Pretty reasonable cut, like a Steam level cut of, like, 20 or 30% or something. And then do that to, like, highlight indie games and bring them to market so they could have, like, indie cred, basically. EA was doing that, too, for a while with their, I don't remember what EA's program for it was, but it put a pit in my stomach, because it seemed like like mobsters buying fine art. For Sony, it just seemed like they were just trying to bring more games to their platform. And that said, I do think that Sony not pushing for long exclusivity and eventually bringing the games to PC does well if they're still making money off that. Like, that's still a sound business decision. But there's so little that I care about on PS5. That's also what bites me in the dick about the goddamn, oops. The goddamn insane, stupid Wi-Fi streaming tablet that's basically a crappy phone. Like, what are you doing? You can already stream your PS4 and your PS5 to your phone. And use a DualShock 5 whatever controller. Dual Sense? Dual Smell? Whatever the swimsuit shaped one is. So it's really bizarre that they didn't take that as an opportunity to bring back some of their handheld IPs and break back into the handheld market now that it's totally owned and dominated by Nintendo. It seems like the market's ready. It seems like there's a hole in the market for handheld competition, and it would drive innovation for Nintendo. It sucks that they didn't. Okay, I like the little stop there now. Yeah, and they bought that really cool streaming platform a while back. I don't remember what it was called, but it seems like it was a good idea. I've done some PC game streaming as well, and it's surprisingly good. I've even done some VR streaming from remote, and it's not perfect, but it's serviceable. Like, we're getting there. Calm down with the face slapping. And, you know, if they do something horrible, like they manage to get exclusivity on, like, the next Dark Souls game or something I really want to play, I might have to pick up a PS5. But I won't be super happy about it. Hey, Nick, do you remember what pissed me off about this last time? Oh wait, no, I can still kill myself right here. Come on, bring it back. Really? Does it flip? It must flip. Okay, fine. I wanted to run through that again before we started. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to do it a lot. I don't remember if that pissed me off or if it was just this, honestly. But this significantly more resembles, the, actual, like, New Soup style, Bowser chase fight. I remember this was, like, every projectile. Plus Bowser that we could get away from and despawn. Oh, did we despawn him? Did he stop following? Although if you're running into trouble with that, with Bowser not following you, you could probably use, oh no, there he is. Custom auto scroll to keep him on screen. The balls. Yeah, it's definitely a huge improvement over what it was. At no point do I feel like I'm completely overwhelmed with visual information either. Yeah, actually, the stage is kind of letting Bowser, follow along here without him falling behind either. CP before and the finale sucked. I don't think Microsoft would do good in the handheld space. I don't think that they could. Well, honestly, with how good indie games have been doing, if they beat Valve to the punch with the Steam Deck, maybe. I feel like it's a crowded space for PC right now. So having a portable Xbox really wouldn't offer anything you couldn't just get with the Steam Deck. So yeah, I really think that's Sony, and Sony's... Getting that is gonna be a bit of a thing here. Once we start coming down the other way. But it's still not crazy in here either. Honestly, I should just damage boost and grab it. Yeah, I miss Patapon. I miss Loco Roco. Tearaway? Tornaway? What the hell was it? What was it called? There were so many really cool games for the PSP. Oh, and Little Big Planet. They did that on PS3, PS4, didn't they? Did they just give up on that too? There was a Little Big Planet 3. It says. I'm very distractible today. It was a day. Oh, that was in 2014. It's been a while. But it looks like the other ones didn't focus on editors afterwards. I'm not going to dig way into it, but it looks like they gave up on it. Died because they got hacked to death. That sucks. They got hacked to death for real? It says they're working on a game for 2023. Send me a link. Send me a link. The day the hackers won, the end of Little Big Planet. Oh, did they shut down the servers, are you saying? I'll leave that up for later. They just gave up and shut it down. That fucking sucks. Uh-oh. So that was a problem. That was a lot of mistakes. I'm just gonna take it from the top here. Yeah, much improved. Having to do this fight each time right beforehand feels a little bad, especially since we burned a checkpoint right at the very beginning, didn't we? Didn't we have a checkpoint right after, like, the first door? Sports. Maybe you could move that one to after this fight. I was wrong. Glenn, how you doing tonight? Not too much in queue. It's slower for now. Critical mass takes a minute, and then, you know, around 9 it explodes. Now, if we go over here, we have a bit of a mess to try and get back over there. Oh. So I kind of wish, well, we can't have a platform in the middle there because Bowser would go on it. But I kind of wish there was an easier way for me to get back across. I can only stay up for 1 hour, so I'm debating. Well, good luck. We'll see. I don't see any well-known troll people in there that I can think of, but that doesn't mean that one of them isn't. Or didn't decide to make their first troll level. Ah. The CP after, and you said phase 1 and 2 should be 1 CP. Okay. Maybe I was doing it more reliably before? Was I doing something different? Hurts. That also hurts. Yeah, we basically have a setup to get it right away. Oh, uh-oh. I just need to be a little smarter about it. Yeah, PS1 and PS2. I really felt like the PlayStation that Sony had a lot to offer, though. They were really cool exclusives that just didn't run on Nintendo consoles because the performance disparity was a lot more of a thing. Calm down. Is that it? Is that good? Yeah, I think that's good. That sucks. I don't think we can ever exactly get back to that point where, like, oh, I'm dumb. I'm real dumb. Where Sony flat out and Microsoft flat out outperforming Nintendo is absolutely, like, the end thing. Like, even now, the Switch is 7 years old, and we're all making fun of it for being a mobile phone and everything. And that the new Mortal Kombat runs like ape cocks on it, but sales figures have been strong, and a lot of games have been able to port over pretty effectively. It'll be nice when we get a new one, but that gap just doesn't mean as much as it used to. For being able to make unique content that flat out can't work on the other console. Still means a lot as far as fucking 60 frames per second means. Like, for fuck's sake, man. Tears of the Kingdom running at 30 frames per second sucked. Tears of the Kingdom running at less than 30 frames per second very often is unbelievable that happened and people just suffered. That blows me away. I really, really hope that we get backwards compatibility with the next system and that it lets us play Tears of the Kingdom in 60 for everybody. So you guys really do not know what you're missing out on at 60 plus. 90, 75, 90, 120 would make me real happy, but it seems like Nintendo just doesn't usually care. Fuck. I did it again. I did it again. There's even a barrier there so you can see where it is. Like, it's clearly indicated I'm just spaghetti man here. Yeah, I mean, it is also the absolute last fight at the end of the castle here. First thing is just kind of setting it up. I am very smart. Take it. Just take it. Oh, no, I wasn't talking 4K 60. Good God. No, I'm not expecting it to definitely do, like, what a friggin', like, 3090 will do or whatever. I was just thinking, like, 1080p, 120 would be real nice. Or 1080p 90. Just being able to support higher refresh rate would be really nice. Uh-oh. That said, though, current gen is not brand spanking new. And Nintendo could eke... Yeah, for Switch 2. Nintendo could maybe eke some more ass out of it. That's what I was getting at, is that I really hope that when we get the Switch 2, that better graphical performance is available for some games. Because Tears of the Kingdom is wonderful. Absolutely amazing. But, like, I limited it to, 30 and then to 20 frames per second to, like, see what it was like. And it's just, like, I feel like you do not really adjust 20 frames per second. And I know it's just in town or whatever, but it still feels miserable. Maybe the pacing is better on the Switch? I was just doing it in an emulator. I have it on Switch. I do not think I've ever launched it on Switch, though. That was weird and sucked. There we go. Okay. Have you seen... Yeah, that was what I was joking about there a little bit, is that the Mortal Kombat port on the Switch is absolutely horrible, apparently, and people are grumpy about it. But, you know, also, besides some bad ports, the Switch has more or less been keeping up. Not doing the best, but it's not like... There isn't a ton of stuff that's like, no, we absolutely can't do this on the Switch. It just isn't powerful enough. I'm sure there's some, but... Aw, that guy's annoying. It's not to the degree that it was with, like, PlayStation and N64. PlayStation 2 and GameCube, I feel, were a lot closer. Just very different focuses. Oh. Crisis 3 Switch port. Wasn't there a Crisis port for Switch? Weren't there a bunch of jokes about it? Like, I know there've been some really shitty ports. And there's some really dumb ones, too. Like, Control, Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 are all cloud games. Like, they just run on a VM and then you remote in on your friggin' Switch. Aw. Morton up there is kind of an asshole, too. Did they port one of the Crises to Switch? Was that a thing? Wasn't there a re-release? Yeah, they did a Crisis 3 remaster on the Switch. Does it run like shit on PCs or something? Oh my god. Yeah, whatever the setup there is for a clean one cycle, it eludes me. Just Dance is still getting Wii releases? That's crazy. Is there like a rabid fan community for Just Dance? Fuck! I literally cannot hold on to that mushroom. It's probably conditional on the other side anyway, but if it's not, that's super annoying. Yeah, I remember that with the first Crisis too. That was kind of the whole thing. And at the time it was a, it was a big meme, blah blah, can it run Crisis forever? But I also feel like that's just starting to happen more now too. Like Starfield runs like shit on basically every platform. Better on AMD because they're dicks, but it runs like shit. Something else was like that too recently too. There was some other big, it's just a mushroom, go figure. There was some other big release like that, what was it? Cyberpunk ran like absolute horse cocks on release too. Oh. Yeah, Morton is really, really annoying. There is kind of a lot going on for a guy who can also stun you like that. We have a power-up to work through, but basically every single time I've come... I think every time I've come over here, I've immediately lost it there. At least there's another one right here. There we go. Shit. Oh my god. Every single time that happened, every single time we made it to there too, he makes an almost impossible fire pattern coming through there. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna give it one more shot, but getting annoyed. Well, they're definitely... I imagine the handheld stuff for AMD has got to be making them some pretty decent money, because every single fucking gaming handheld is AMD. Like, there is just no competing with the Zen architecture for... Fuck! Yeah, it's just... It's not worth keep trying if anything goes wrong either, which is a frustrating situation to be in. Okay. Give me that. Yeah, there's still some... It's definitely a lot better than it was. There's still a lot of potential frustrating things, like... When we try to one-cycle that P-switch, every single time we're 1 pixel away from a saw blade. So it's needlessly tight, especially since it's already kind of a tough setup for the player to grab it that way. And then, Ludwig? There we go. Whoever it is right at the end of, right at the goddamn end of the auto-scroll area after this is really annoying. It's very, very hard to be in a safe position there. So you almost need to be able to take damage. We did dance through it, but it looked like I was gonna die. Looked like I was gonna die for sure. And I imagine that's very tight as well. But some of that stuff is as simple as literally just moving something around on the track that it's on. Slightly, so that it ends up changing the pattern, and then just testing the pattern out. Uh-oh. We're fine that time. Good. Oh, yeah, I think they all are except for the Switch. Switch is NVIDIA. Switch is Tegra. I think everybody else is. Nintendo has done AMD in the past, too. Although, they might want to stick with NVIDIA if they're thinking about VR. It's just generally it seems to work better for VR things. Doesn't mean it definitely would on a console, especially for first-party experiences. It really shouldn't matter too much. Really? There is a lot of potential bullshit right at the end of the road there. Okay, one more time. There we go. And the only reason why I think Nintendo might look at VR again is because Apple's doing it, and they have been riding Apple's ass for a while. And Apple thinks the world is ready for VR. Nintendo might want to try and get in, like, right after. Like, literally, dick ride the coattails. All the way. Like, down to the balls. There we go. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad time to do it. But Nintendo might make some terrible choice like Fresnel lenses. 75 hertz or something. Something stupid. And for long, like, console-like VR experiences, you can't. There's absolutely no way you can get away with friggin' 60 hertz. Even 90 hertz is really pushing it. Yeah, you literally, it's just a nightmare to try and land in there. Yeah, no matter what, there's a lot of nonsense right at the end of the road there. Man, too bad the best Bowser could come up with was a P-switch. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than it was. I do think it might be worth tweaking a little bit of the timing there, just because it's an auto-scroller. You have a lot of control over how everything's going to play out there. So try to make it play out in a way that's really repeatable and reliable for the player. But overall, it is a huge improvement over where it was. Where it was before was just absolute chaos. And it's an easy place to land, especially when you're trying to make your super world end hard. But it definitely landed hard. And it's a lot better than it was. I feel like a little bit more would be a really great way to go out for a traditional super world. KT3 QJF. Mountain. Easy level because I was bored. A lot of clears. Alright. Nick, thanks for dropping more in there. I thought we're done. Didn't we do all your levels? Do you have more? Now to play it from start to finish again. Good God. Do 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 do. Okay, well. Not bad. Kind of blind there, but nothing we could fall on that actually hurt. Get dragged on the wall. Okay, comments. What is Rup? Design is really lazy, but it still kind of works. Did I miss a friggin' mushroom somewhere? Like, visually, it's kind of lazy. But as far as doing, like, a vertical area goes, it works well. It's a little ugly. Easy level because I was bored. Sub 1%. Crazy wall jumps. You people can't help yourselves, can you? I do want to check if there's a dev power-up, though, because I feel like we're missing one. We're missing something to get the friggin' coins. There we go. How some of you people define easy needs a doctor. I really feel like I'm missing a spin mushroom. But it has a lot of likes, so I feel like I must be doing something dumb, probably. Where are we at here? 7 TJ KT3 QJF. Let's look at it here. We're coming out of there, making our way through here. No, I think that was just awkward. Just an awkward way to grab that red coin. Are they required? There's the checkpoint. They're not required. That's good. That's nice. Where does that red coin door go? Oh, just a little true ending. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so no, there is not anything I'm missing. I'm just dumb. Okay. What's your idea of an easy level? What's your idea of a hard level, then? Sure. How the hell are we getting that one up there? Is there anything I missed? No, I have no idea how the hell you would get that red coin. Zero idea. I strongly feel like that red coin might be impossible. Good thing it's not mandatory. But that one right above me up there, I feel like is not possible. So, correct me if I am wrong. Entering that little pit is awkward. Not that bad once we get in there, but if anywhere was going to be a slope, right here sure would be nice. Oop, that's not. How does that keep getting misaligned every day? Right there. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how you get that. I honestly have no idea what you want from me here. I don't have anything I can use to jump up there. And I feel like I can't hit the wall viably at the low point to get over them. All I can really do. Oops. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that pit entry there is really awkward. Pointlessly awkward. I don't think it adds significant challenge. I think it just feels awkward. not a wall. I feel like if I could drop in there, it would still be just as tough a jump to get through. Oh my god, that's annoying. Somebody's clear video on Twitter? Probably. Probably, alright. We'll look at that after. That's your clear video on Twitter. Do 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 do. There we go. Aww. There we go. It's pretty much got to be the bottom line up there. And then kick over. Yeah, it's pretty much a Meat Boy jump. Jumps like that were super common in Super Meat Boy. I saw some Celeste stuff at the beginning from somebody, but I feel like Super Meat Boy was out of the inspiration here. Is that almost the top? Looks like it's almost the top. Are you gonna... Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I really wish that was a little bit longer there so I had some capacity to panic. Especially since it looks like drop back down below the blades. That just feels pointlessly frustrating. There we go. Platforming solid overall, though. Sure. There we go. Yeah, Meat Boy had a really weird thing where you could really slide far up a wall when you jumped up it like that, up the side. Which really made those actions feel natural. Oh, fuck me. And work really, really well, too. We get less of that here in Mario Maker, in that we get none. I miss Meat Boy. I really wish they would do more that wasn't that terrible endless runner. If you were a big fan of Super Meat Boy, though, and you didn't play the Endless Nigh, that's worth checking out. In a lot of ways, it feels like a spiritual sequel. Oh, I'm dead. Conceptual sequel. And there were some small additions to the way it works. But it's pretty much the same game. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I wish that was a slope there, too. Nope. Not getting through there to jump through. Okay. Yeah, first half of the End is Nigh has you collecting little tumors. As like a collectible that doesn't have a clear purpose. And then when you get to the second half, and you can go back and dig around and explore some more. It's more contiguous than Meat Boy was. Like, it's more of an open world. But you can still go back and go through each area. because the... Nope. No, I can't make it up to that second one and just skip that either. If I could get a double jump going, I could. The tumors end up serving as your life pool for the second half. Which ends up making the whole second half just really anxious. Yeah, man, 2 CPs would be so nice. That said, you can easily use the second checkpoint by just cramming the player back in the overworld. Yeah, getting the yips. Oh. The doorbell rang right as I was doing that. Heidi! They rang both doorbells. Oh my god. 4 CPs would remove key death. It would make it a lot easier to deal with, yeah. Although they could also just give us a way to deal with that too. Like you could just give a key to a checkpoint or something. Like I feel like no matter what, that was just mishandled. I don't know how key death was so easy a thing to do. Here we go. Oh, yeah, nope. Nope, too many yips. What else do we have after that? Let's look here. Is that pretty much the end? That is pretty much the end. And then we have a little bit more awkward platforming. Hey, Box, how you doing tonight? Let's just look at the rest of it here, because obviously I'm struggling and dumb, and it's getting worse. Box, you guys have CDW where you guys are at? I had a CDW conference today, and I'm very tired. Okay, so we were here. We dumbed it, but this, I really feel like in general, if this was a little wider, we'd have something nicer there. Making me redo this jump here because I missed this awkward setup feels a little bad, feels unnecessary. I feel like this would benefit from being a slope. Just with how awkward you want this jump to be in that pit, it would be nice if it was less annoying to enter and set up the jump. If we could just kind of hold left and not have to carefully jump into the right spot to hold left, then to hold right, then to jump, and then, you know, back and forth. Overall, really solid, though. I'd be curious if Meat Boy was a big inspiration here. Let's take a look at that video you sent and see what your pathing was there. Yeah, I had a CDW conference today. Oh, or you just cheated. Well, that's how you got that. It is worth noting, when you have a creator path like that, it's good to know that the coin's gettable. When you have a creator path like that, though, you may not do a lot of testing on the other path, so make sure that you do. Okay. Ended up returning the DSLR, ordered another PTZ. Yeah, I mean, they're not perfect, but they're so good for how much they cost. And if you already are capturing HDMI, they're so goddamn nice. Yeah, overall good, though. Not gonna finish it. Feel free to drop it back in there if you want to see me struggle some more, but I'm dumbing. Yeah, CDW thing, pretty goddamn boring. One of the breakout sessions was actually pretty good, but the rest of it was pretty goddamn stupid. Fed us lunch at 12, I want to say, and then fed us again at 1:30. It was weird. Like sausages and bratwurst and pulled pork for the second one, pasta for the first one. It was really weird. Ratchet, let's see what you got. XXO. Oops. N6S. We both sat in meetings. Verkada for me. Oh, you know, we use Verkada cameras where I'm at. WLG. Surprisingly good. But, you know, I don't think they're perfect for replacing an NVR type system like a full personal cloud or local cloud yet. NS6, there we go, NS6. But if you want full cloud cameras like that, they do offer a lot of advantage if you want to ditch the NVR. Testing their vape sensors. Is that a shot, bro? Oh yeah, schools, right? So, stop vaping in bathrooms, I'm guessing? So that you can monitor for vaping without having cameras? Because, yeah, there's usually a lot of rules about cameras in bathrooms. I feel like, considering how I was as a child, 35 kids today on the first day of deployment, that's funny. Kids should not vape. Ideally, almost no one should. Like, it's such a great smoking cessation device and arguably harm reduction device. But, man, starting with it seems like a bad idea. Seems like it misses the point. But the point is to make money for the people making the things. They don't care. Yeah, I feel like, if I was a kid now, and somebody put cameras in the bathrooms in such a way that they were oriented so they couldn't capture anything, but were only designed to monitor for vaping, I would still find some way to ruin it. Like to accidentally show my penis to the camera, and then immediately be like, the school has child porn, look at their cameras. So I feel like that's a mess. So vape sensor like that, that's fun. They can't be optical. I'm hoping you can one-shot this. This is supposed to be part of a contest, but I was late to the party. Well, that feels bad, huh? Let's take a peek. Nicotine being legal was a bit of a weird choice. I don't know. Stupid. But people are allowed to do stupid things. Probably less stupid than alcohol. Arguably. Oh, capacity for harm to others with alcohol is just so goddamn high. And it blows my mind that we're so easy on it. They have a noise ceiling detection built in. Fights happen in there too, so it alerts over 65 decibels. That's cool. So now the kids are going to have to learn that if they want to get into a fight, they're going to have to kick the shit out of that kid really quiet. Like, shh, shh, shh. No, be quiet. Don't scream. Don't scream or it'll be harder. I bullied a lot in school. I'm coming from that perspective, not from the perspective of how could I bully kids worse. That it would suck to be a kid in school right now. How are they detecting the vape? Are they, because they can't be optical sensors, right? I feel like if they are optical sensors, even if they capture no optical data, it's still gonna piss somebody off. Because they're like, well, it's basically a camera though, right? This is cute. You get a lot of desert levels with ants and piranha creepers in them. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Cute and it works. Oh, come on, bud. You can keep it. I don't think... Smoke detectors don't use an optical test for glycol. Interesting. I was gonna say, I thought smoke detectors specifically reacted with, like, some carbon byproduct, but some, like, actual carbonation component. Carbonization component. Glycol. So what about 100% vegetable glycerin vape, then? Do you have some undeployed ones to test with? Because I would be curious, then, if you did a 100% glycerin, would they detect that? Oh, another thing. The stupid thing horrible kids are gonna try that you should test is one of your guys in your department for sure has asthma. It's IT. One of you has asthma. It might be you. It's probably you, isn't it? These are often glycerin or glycol based as well. Spray one in there so you can be like, we tested it. It doesn't trigger it, you little fucker. Can't tell the difference between pot and vaping, but the built-in AI trains itself over 7 days. Yeah, Vergara does some pretty cool stuff. It is me. Nailed it. I mean, COPD, though, I feel like it's a good guess, right? The easy guess, not a good guess. Yeah, I feel like somebody's always got one. Gaming events and IT events. There's always somebody with an inhaler. And I know that because I often could not afford them. Yeah, this is cute. God, the underwater trees are so goddamn weird. Oh. They always look wrong. Underwater, I feel like doesn't get used as much because it's just annoying. Like, nobody really likes water levels that much. Dolphin Laugh did a really, really cool underwater level. You know, this is fine. Slow. Was there any... There wasn't even a reason for me to do that. I feel like I was doing something so cool and I wasn't getting rewarded for it. World 4 from 3D World with the ant section. I gotcha. I played through 3D World once, and it's good. I just don't really remember it that well. But that is probably also why that comes up a lot. Can you climb semi-solids underwater? I have no idea. Let's go find out. Oh. You can, for some reason. Why is there upside down F? Esports. We did one-shot it. It did take us like 5 minutes. But we did it. Boom. There's not a soft plug up there, right? Yeah. Why? I mean, you could do something with it. Like, you could build like a weird, like, spiky precision thing to use it with that would be harder while swimming. Or the ability to just reset swimming, like to stop swimming. There isn't a good reason for it to be slow. But yeah, that was fun. Too bad you missed your contest. What was the criteria for the contest? But yeah, I think they use glycerin or glycol as a propellant for these. I don't have a label on this one, so I can't look. But I'm pretty sure they do. There are a couple other medical devices as well. But knowing that you can say that we've tested that too, since you can't have any actual like recognition, should help with kids being like, I wasn't vaping, I used my inhaler. Because you're for sure going to get that. It was my inhaler. We deployed all 6. Well, you can still go in there and spritz it. SJR. Died. See what you got, Glenn. BGF. Big. 24 bathrooms to go. Oh, goddamn. I think we looked at some of their sensors. That's definitely more my boss's territory, as playing with the other stuff. Because I know we were playing with some of it, but I don't think we decided to go with any of it. But I think a lot of them are really cool. It's just we already have sensor solutions for temperature and humidity? Temperature and humidity? And I don't think we care other than that. I don't think we need to replace them. Like Kaizo Castle, but going left? Like going castle, going left. You know that violates my religious beliefs at their core. Why did that camera move on me again? Maybe I moved on it. Yeah, there are some pretty cool face tracking PTZ cameras that I've like looked at and been like, man, it would be cool if it would follow my face, but I'm also cheap. I'm not gonna spend 400 bucks. Why do you detect those? Freezers. Freezers and fridges needing to be at specific humidity levels for, like, reasons. Food reasons. Oh, this is cool. Ratchet, thanks for dropping another one in there. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, Leech, thanks for dropping another one in there. I didn't see that. G. Is there another G? Just off screen? Oh, G for Glenn. Fantastic. Oh, we want to lean way more into that. Beach and Volcano would be nice. I would really like all of them. I like the forest theme in a lot of styles. Not all styles. But, in general, I would rather see more than less. G for Glentastic. Yeah, I wonder if it was the same sensor then. Or I wonder if they discovered their temp and humidity sensor could also detect vape. That sounds familiar, but it's too fuzzy. I was in the calls and on the emails for it, but, like, I had, you know, less need. We had no need, so it fell out of my head. But yeah, meat stuff. Aw. I don't know if we need humidity. Or if we just have it. We might need it. It might have something to do with the, like maintenance level 4, the fridges and freezers or something. Who knows? Scrap the Starry Sky for night theme and just make it a darker BG. Well, what are you doing? What's happening inside your brain where you're like, I want to get rid of some themes? I don't want to lose anything. If we could help it, I would like to keep everything and then get more is what I want. I'm not over here trying to make like Faustian bargains with Nintendo. At the end of the day, we're gonna end up losing more than we got. Tamper detection. They're smart enough to know if the airways are blocked or wet. That's interesting too. Although, at the end of the day, and I know this is impossible for most vapists to understand or comprehend, but if you are a disgusting vapist, and you desire to vape like a disgusting vapist in places where you should not, you can grab any thick fabric, and much like college weed smokers, blow it through there and there it goes. There'll still be a little bit of a smell and everything too, but it's not going to smell like weed, so boom, problem solved. Aw. Zyre, how you doing tonight? Yeah, I mean, letting us just change the backgrounds would be nice. Like, let us pick a theme and then pick a background would be a really nice thing to have. They could even associate the backgrounds directly to the night behaviors if they really wanted to, but I would rather all of that be separate if it were up to me. If I was allowed to just do things. Oh, it's the left. The left is what's hurting me. You just woke up? Is that Korea? Is that Korean? I'm not good at things that aren't English. No, not ban. Copy. Oh, right click is being weird. There we go. Tell me what language this is. It's not telling me. Korean. It says Korean. Okay, I recognized the symbols. I guessed correctly. Ah. Oh, here we go. Everybody's favorite thing. Hang on. Hang on. My girlfriend's actually Asian, so I know... Nah, I'm not even going to continue. Anything that I would have continued saying would have pissed me off even more. Oh. Have you heard of the YouTuber Smashy? It sounds familiar. Was it? Oh yeah, wasn't it? Didn't they do some Mario Maker stuff? It was a little low grade or listy, right? I remember looking for Mario Maker stuff a while back. But I think it was all dumb lists. Yeah, they're still making stuff, it looks like. Super Smashy Maker they were working on. What the hell was that? Oh, maybe I'm confused. Looks like they had some cool stuff they were working on. Okay, left, but better. Oh. It almost feels like I can go at full speed and then just let it happen, and I'm doing it wrong. sports, but then when I tried doing that, I got wrong. Was he working on Smashy Maker and then stopped suddenly? And then, like, vanished? Then did he come back to it? I feel like somebody else was working on a Mario Maker-like editor and then bailed. But yeah, I almost can just kind of hold it and go in there. Okay. Try that. Whew. Aw, maybe not. I have a hair in my eye, and it's killing me. Thank you for coming, my TED Talk. One that takes tech other people find and shares it without crediting people. That might be what I was thinking of, yeah. With like a lot of lists, like tech lists, that were all just like shitty Twitter clips. I remember seeing somebody who was doing that. They were just like assembling clips, and I was just like, oh my god, how like a YouTuber to just not do anything. Watch the videos he has. Keep it up here. I'll look. I'll look! Get grumpy. I'm gonna just put on an eye patch at this point. Making me crazy. Desire, thanks for dropping something in there. We'll get to it after not too long. Oh, it looks like a cultist bailed. There's 3 in front of you. Oh my god, how am I that bad? But yeah, blow your vape into something. Completely dispels it. It's vapor. It's not smoke, so it can't really penetrate little holes that good. And I have no idea why more people don't behave that way with their vape, and why so many people feel the urgent need to, like, blast their disgusting vape juice in, like, a friggin' movie theater or whatever. Like, what the fuck, dude? People are gonna get annoyed. And if the entire group was less stupid, if it was less attractive to such horrible people, I need to regrab after green, I think. Yeah, I think I need to regrab after green. Regrabs are weird. Spark was called down on it, and then they started giving him credit. Go figure. At least they started. Now, was it recreating tech in a concise video, or was it literally stealing, like, tech videos from Twitter and then just not crediting where he got the videos from? Because I feel like recreating it is, you know, a little bit of a dick move, but then you're kind of trying to showcase it, at least, versus actually taking other people's videos as flat out theft. Oh, nope, I can just hit it there. Oh my god, I'm just bad. A little of both, dick. Yeah, because showcasing or expanding upon an idea, credit's always nice. Like, it's always a good idea. It's always a better thing to do. What's happening to me? But seeing something cool and, like, jotting it down and being like, oh, I want to put this in a video. I'm going to put a similar setup together and show it off. Doesn't feel as much like theft as it does, like, just kind of a dick move. Content farming, basically. Mario Maker reaction content. Take my 10 best levels and remake them by going left. Well, it seemed worse at it. Yeah, regrab does work there, and then I need to hover in the middle there. What are we at, 10 minutes? And then I can proceed. Oh, man. Oh, my God. There are a couple of Mario Maker people who spam stupid shit in all the Mario Maker subreddits of them like, oh no, not occasional like little bits of self-promotion, that kind of thing. I still think that's a little annoying, but you know, you do what you do. But they literally, the only thing they do with their friggin' Reddit account is post fucking, hey, I play viewer levels on YouTube. Come watch me on YouTube. I'll play your levels. And they're just terrible videos, terrible content. They're terrible. I should make stupid reaction content where I dunk on them. And then post that immediately after. Like, do it right after. Just lazy off the cup, slam it off. And then just post it as a response right after. Right after they post. It's those people annoy me. I definitely feel like there's a big difference between, like, you know, you're working the grind or whatever. Got 3 out of 10, so almost there. I mean, yeah, whatever gets the juices flowing. Going left is not a real original take, but, you know, you made the level originally, so you do you. Ouch. It works. You know, self-promotion's gonna happen. I recognize that it makes sense. And can separate my personal distaste for advertising, and the potential value of that advertising, especially if it's, like, genuine love of the community, from farming the community, from trying just to harvest people for their content so you can get clicks or updates or views or whatever stupid number you measure your ECOC with. And those people who literally their only interaction is ever give me what I need, let me have what you make. It's just the worst goddamn thing. I keep doing that one wrong. Pisses me off. Pet peeve. Contribute to the communities that you participate in as best as you can. Make meaningful content. But that's just me, too. It really, really, really seems like a lot of people crave meaningless content. 30 levels away from 600 levels uploaded? How do you have 600 levels? How's that possible? I've uploaded, like, literally 6 levels. Oh, good. Mom! Mom! What couldn't it have been nicer? Is that the end? Is that the end of the level? Family account and a lot of ideas. Well, good on ya. I had so many ideas when I was younger. And now I have less. And I'm not even... I don't think I'm excessively, like, harsh on myself or anything either. Oh, come on. But I can pretty clearly recognize, like, when I have an idea, someone else has probably done this idea. And then I'll dig around and see it. And, like, it's really hard to not feel like somebody probably already did it better. There's also a lot of value in just practicing, too, of doing it just to do it. It's good for you. I kind of wish that guy was less annoying, but that's fine. That's not the end. What? Okay. Those indicators are confusing. That was wrong. Oh, yeah, I mean when I was super young. When I was like 13, 14, 15, I did a lot of stuff with Lunar Magic, and before that, Zelda Classic, esports. But it's just harder for me as an adult to produce passing quality, passable stuff and not immediately feel... It's not even self-conscious, it's just like, well... So somebody else could... I could do better, or somebody else has probably already done it better. That has to be wrong. What am I doing? What am I doing really wrong here? It doesn't seem like I can get that second weird bounce there. Maybe he crawls? No, he does not crawl. I'm doing it wrong. Me, I just love making, yeah. I think you stream too as well, right? That's the other part too, is it's a lot harder when you get a good quality of things brought to you. Oops, okay, weird. When you get a high quality of things brought to you too, so then it's a lot less like, it's not gonna fade into an ocean of fucking little Timmy piss. It's like, oh no, this enters the ocean of great levels. Bud, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like clawing at the edge of my hot tub and it's concerning. Is there a mouse in there? I'm gonna put a fucking mouse trap in there. There better not be goddamn mice under my hot tub chewing on wires. Oh my god. Maybe stay on the edge? Yeah, I'm trying to stay on the edge. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Progress. I hate those jumps! I hate those jumps so much. I like Jigglypuff a lot in Smash Bros. I like Jigglypuff in Melee. I love Jigglypuff in Ultimate. I can actually do a good job with Jigglypuff in Ultimate. My brain does not like the weird things that you have to do to set up rest. So I really tend to focus on aerial setup and heavy pressure rather than like rest setups, unless they're like literally like super huge whiff and I can just leap on and rest. Because my brain doesn't like it. My brain feels the exact same way about hitting fucking Buzzy Beetles on the side like that. It feels like, no, this kills the Mario. Every time. Like, nope, that was wrong. It wasn't, but it feels wrong. Yeah, down at rest is free if you're less stupid. What's the other one? What's the other one? There's one other one too that's real popular. Oh my god. I'm getting worse. We'll give it a few more. I may be too stupid for all of the side of the beetle. Oh. Puff is one of those that feels underdeveloped in Ultimate as well, too. Jigglypuff's pressure game is out of this fucking world. And Jigglypuff's off-stage chase game, in anybody that she doesn't get severely outranged by, is phenomenal. Well, Pichu I would say is mid. I think he's like a D tier. And like the tiers are a lot closer than like Melee, for example. And it's not like Pichu's terrible. But yeah, I do feel like Pichu is one of those ones that was well developed, and then people quickly realized like, oh, Pichu sucks dick. But also, if you just run away, Pichu kills himself. I think that's the biggest thing that holds him back, is that you can play keep away a little bit, and Pichu has nothing. That was GG. Oh, few more, but I'm probably just gonna count that. It's good. When you actually get it right, it flows so good over here. And especially for the weird side beetle jumps. Oh, come on. Let me just have it. That's really, really nice. That feels bad. That feels real bad. I was surprised in that the big tier list project that it is hard. It is hard, but it's not impossible. But a lot of people, and I'm not saying camp, I'm just saying don't approach, make him approach, because he damages himself. I'm not even saying like the full circle camp. Circle camping is fucking degeneracy. Absolute fucking degeneracy. In general, I don't think violence is the answer. But if someone's circle camping you in a tournament, you should be able to rip them in half. Entirely down the middle, and then continue your tournament run unimpeded. Fucking circle campers, man. I don't remember who it was, but I did at one point was getting the full circle camp. I made Game & Watch in Smash 4, and there Sonic could absolutely circle camp the shit out of him. Just get damage on him and run away. A couple other characters could too, but Sonic was the hardest to deal with. Pichu's can do it also in Smash Ultimate. And I'm sure others. Pichu's the only one that's ever done it to me. But I dropped it. At one point, I just unplugged and walked away from a set, like, took the L. Yeah, and it's rare, but sometimes people will fucking pull that shit in an actual tournament. Or in friendlies, if they want to do it in the tournament. Those are the worst people. Those are the worst goddamn people. And it's really important to tell those people, oh, I'm losing it. 2 more, and then I'm out of here. Oh. The final countdown. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Uh-oh. Oh no, I wasn't too far. Okay, your terrible indicators that are too far out, though, honestly, help me so much with doing that right. Because they're a little too far out, but if you approach from there, it almost always works. Like, that's great. Oh, yeah, the arena play, I can't really play Ultimate Online. I want to. I want to be able to. I will play, I literally will play with fucking, like, degenerate shitbirds in person, and can at least get a giggle out of most of it, and if it's, like, circle camping or whatever, I'll walk away. That's pretty rare. I would say that's pretty rare. And it's worse online, but I was playing with, yeah, great stuff. Really great stuff, just, I ran out of brain. I've played people online doing the same thing that I was just dealing with in person, and I've been playing a little bit more in person lately now, too. And the fucking degeneracy online just makes me so angry because I have no capacity to counterpick. I have no capacity to, like, crush, because they're gonna drop after one game, so you don't feel like you get the set after you get the download. They're gonna fucking split. Or if you get the download and you get one up and it's 1-1, they're gonna fucking split. 100 goddamn % of the time. The 1 in 10 trillion that stays is such an outlier that it doesn't matter. They're gonna be terrible degenerate. And it's not even like the crouching and the nut stuff. It is, honestly, what it is that I can't yell at them. Because in person, if someone's being a degenerate, I can just turn to them and be like, dude, you were being a fucking cunt. What is wrong with you? What did your parents do to you? Why weren't they nicer to you? Why don't you feel bad? And then I'm great. Then I get it out. If I can't, I yell at the TV, but it doesn't feel like they can hear me. Ugh. Oh yeah, no, I don't chase the GSP at all. And I know it's not better higher up either. I think mine are all like mid 10 million or whatever. Super World from start to finish. Womp womp. All right. Once again, it'll kind of be interesting to see all the changes though, because we saw heavy change, and I'm sure you were getting feedback from people other than me too. So tons and tons of change. But I have to piss very bad. Oh yeah, we're right in the middle. That's a good time for it. So we're gonna do this.
Feel your eyelids rise and fall. Inhale. And exhale. Universal acceptance among your peers is normally accompanied by self-abuse. Chant this mantra to yourself. My dead-end job doesn't matter. My dead-end job doesn't matter. Breathe in. And out. Keep reminding yourself that you are worthy.
The thing that's the weirdest about it for me too is I liked playing Smash 4 online. And people would change their name to racist shit and be horrible, horrible little shitbirds. And there was a lot of toxicity. But just the fact that you could counterpick and the game sort of put you in a position not to need to counterpick, but that it was easier to keep playing and to do a counterpick or a random or whatever after was so much better than the character lock-in. And I don't know exactly what the combination of issues is, but somehow in the transition from Smash 4 to Ultimate, I'm better at Ultimate. I like Ultimate more, but the online play is just worse. 50 lives. Not 69. Arenas can definitely be good. I actually did view arenas a couple of times. I used to try to do that once a month or so when I was still going to like tournaments and wanted to still go to tournaments once the pandemic started up. But such a large number of people outside of my community pop in, which is fine, who absolutely would not follow the rules that were clearly stated in chat and on the arena and everywhere, constantly, over and over. Oh, I'll fall for a 30 coin. Would not follow any of the rules. Would not rotate, and it was just best of 3 or leave after you win 3, even if like King of the Hill. But if you win 3, rotate back out, so that it didn't turn into one guy sitting there forever. That combined with the fact that a ton of people would try, like, literally just yeet as hard as they could specifically to get clips. No interest in winning, no interest in strategy, no interest in, like, playing even faintly competitively or casually and having fun. The only thing they wanted to do was try to do insane shit to get clips. And it sucked. There's coin goal. Oh, that is a place to start. I mean, it's not going to be hard at the beginning, so that's the place to do it. Try Skate, how you doing tonight? Yeah, Smash is still a ton of fun. I love Smash. I've been playing it with some local guys that I used to do tournaments with, which has been a lot of fun too. Oh, no reset? Oh, no. Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, don't deathlock me over here. Let me go back. Price Kid, thanks for dropping something in there. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I had a conference today. Pretty tired. Surviving. Guess we're gonna get some more goddamn coins. 150 coins. That's good. Yeah, close to all of them is really annoying. Yeah, the arena play just there was every single time I did arena play, there was some pisser making it really annoying. Which sucked. Like, you can kick people out of the arena. You're not trapped, you're not stuck with them, but it just sucks. It's just like, can you please help make this smooth for me? It is a toxic community. The amount of goddamn toxicity in the Smash community, like the live Smash community, with the sexual harassment, and I mean, outright like illegal behavior that occurs everywhere. The weird minor involved sexual yuckies and just there was so much gross shit. And even at the small scale, like I never saw like overt like sexual harassment or anything, but I definitely saw a lot of misogyny, a lot of weirdness, lots of weird, quiet, anti-trans and homophobic stuff. And like the smokers are always terrible people. The guys outside smoking, they're pretty much always terrible people. I'll tell you now, just keep that in mind. They're the bad ones. Orly was really funny though. If you guys ever, oh, I remember Zero. Yeah, he had a tough time. What did that take me? 4 minutes? I'll do one more. Yeah, he had a tough time, but he was a dick. Who was the guy who banged that Bayonetta main, and then later it came out with like a ton of evidence? Oh, Captain Zack. And was it Ally? I don't know. I never really super chased the like storylines or whatever that people get a weird boner for. But I remember that one in particular because Zack was such an insufferable twit. But he was at every tournament. And then it turned out that, you know, he contrived that insane situation that did so much damage to, I think it was Ally, right? It's really weird that you can break those when you're on Yoshi. But man, what a mess. And there have been so many weird messes like that. Hey, can I eat that? No, I don't think I can. Well, let's go grab these. Oh, let's not grab these. But let's do that in case we need it. Okay, checkpoint. Can you guys see that on the stream? Vibrating? I never noticed that until one day when I did notice it, right? And then everybody on stream told me it wasn't real. Until I think Dolphin was the one who confirmed. She told me that they also could see it. I don't remember what the actual explanation was, but eventually there was some explanation that, no, this is just normal. It's part of however it does the anti-aliasing or whatever, however it renders the background's just fucked. But I literally can't not see it. Every single time I'm playing 3D New Soup levels, I can see the background doing this. And it does it all over, and it's super weird, and it kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. H2O, how you doing tonight? But yeah, that was what convinced me that it was definitely real, too. Was that once it was pointed out to me that you can see it on zoom in, it had to be a render issue. I thought it was a GPU issue at first. Now I know it's just a Mario Maker thing. I thought it was a really weird GPU issue. Hey, I remember feeling pretty crazy at first because chat didn't know, so now you know, chat. Now you know. Hey, Stroll, you missed a lot of babbling about Smash. I've been doing pickleball with some of the local guys that you know, Wolfclock, Earthman, and what was his name? Green something? I think he's in my Discord too. And then playing a little bit of Smash after. And that's been really nice. Playing some local Smash. Because I'm still constantly butthurt that online pisses me off so much. I wish that it didn't piss me off so much. I really do. I really do. I've tried doing it like drinking a little bit because we were drinking the other day. And I was like, oh, maybe it won't piss me off as much. I was just warming up locally with people. But no, it's still like 3 matches in. It's just like, nope, can't fucking do it. I mean, I feel like you've had better placements than me, but I feel like neither of us. Well, you've probably won some tournaments. I don't think I've ever won a real tournament. So then I also feel like, Nick, thanks for dropping another one in there. Leech, let's see what you got. I feel like I can't consider myself retired because I've never achieved enough to be real. Mike, thanks for dropping a level in there. KT3. T3QJF. Can't play it online. Yeah, it's just I like it in person. I like it competitively in person. Can't play it online. Yeah, we might do view arenas again eventually one day. Am I dumb? 7PJ KT3. I am dumb. Won a couple when Erico and CRB weren't there. You know, no, I like CRB. Oh my god, I almost misspoke. CRB and Oath are two of my like favorite like minors. Those two people's capacity to not be terrible when they were under 18 was unbelievable. Unbelievably like, and the CRB would get butthurt sometimes, but just unbelievably like chill, down to earth, smart kids, really cool kids. The kind of kids that you're like, oh my god, there's hope for the next generation if there are people this cool. Erico is one of my least favorite people on earth. Or at least was one of my most... Oh, Oath can drink now. Gotta bring Oath over to the bar. Erico was one of my least favorite people. I remember looking for it on Twitter after because people were being so annoying about it. But there was a tournament where I was doing some commentary and he changed his pronouns right before, I think, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was some total goddamn nonsense. But I think it was change his pronouns on Twitter right before the tournament so that he could have his buddies come and harass commentators. And then I just was like, no, I'm going with the pronouns for the characters on screen so that nobody gets confused. I don't know if he does drink. There's a peer pressure joke there somewhere. Oh, this is a different level. Seems good, though. It seems like you have a pretty clear, kind of specific style for what you're going for here. Oops. Hey, were red coins required? Let me go look real quick here before we get deep. Easy level because I was bored. No, this is the same level and I'm blind or dumb? We got to the checkpoint so fast last time. Yeah, CRB messaged me about career stuff a while back. Well, he was considering a similar field to me. Yeah, cool guys though. Although, if they were that mature, it might be hard to hang out with them as adults outside of Smash ever, because if they were that mature, they must totally already think, like, this fucking guy is in almost 40, and he's this fucking stupid all the time. Oh. I mean, you don't have to drink. I've always been a really, really candid person. So drinking has never really been like a relatively uninhibited person. So drinking has never been like a disinhibitor for me. Uninhibitor. Yeah, we must have made it to the checkpoint really fast, so I just didn't recognize the beginning. Alright, from the top. I didn't drink until I was 20. And I've always drunk really casually and it's worked really well for me, but that doesn't mean it will for everybody. But drinking when other people are drinking, they become more candid and less inhibited, which has always been, for somebody who more or less just says what he's thinking, it's always been really interesting for me to see other people have to do drugs before they can also do that. Oh, that's annoying. Whatever that setup was you were doing is annoying. Yeah, we really need to get that jump before I turn around. Yeah, that's annoying. I don't like that. If you do build a level that has a method like that to push through, good idea to make sure you're not using it every time you test it, though, because you won't get a good feel for the rest of it then. Probably goes without saying. Yeah. Yeah, as a kid, I had only ever had shitty communion wine and tried a tiny bit of my mother's Fleischmann's vodka once. And it always, cheap liquor, instantly, the second it goes down my throat, I immediately get heartburn. So I thought that I had like an allergy to liquor. It turns out I just can't put garbage in me because my body gets really mad. Aww. Even kinda decent alcohol, it's fine. That's a little easier. Yeah, I don't think drinking's necessary. I do think that it can be a useful social lubrication, as long as you can be really, really careful that you're not using alcohol to solve problems. And you're not ever drinking and driving. That's completely insane. I don't understand why people are so into that. For me, especially since there's a strong, very strong, heavy occurrence of alcoholism with basically everyone in my family, I don't ever drink when I'm sad at all. When I'm having a tough time, or like depressed, or any of that. Don't drink alone. Oh, god damn it. See what you did? Yeah, that feels mean. And I've never had an issue with it, but for me also, I get irritated if I'm like worse at video games. And in general, I don't like when, I'm not like a huge control freak, but I'm a pretty big control freak as far as this goes, this whole business here. So drinking and then just being even a tiny bit less coordinated kind of pisses me off. In a social situation, it's fine. I feel like how annoying it is always will outweigh any other benefit that it could have for me. I have never understood people who get drunk and play video games. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That sucks. Everybody's different too. Everybody's propensity for addiction, like my propensity for addiction is very high. But alcohol doesn't offer me anything I need. Nicotine makes me sharper and more responsive and less easily frustrated, so, you know, problem. Alcohol doesn't accentuate or do anything for me, but for other people it may have a completely different effect on, either on how you feel or how you act. And for a lot of people, it makes them feel a lot better, especially if they feel shitty. Oh my god. I do good once, and then I'm in trouble. 951, 5 in Q. We're still doing good. Aw. No, I can't triple jump under the damn thing. There we go. I love this. Yeah, for me it was always nice once I did start drinking that other people, I don't think I act like a drunk, but other people being less inhibited with their thoughts and being more responsive to answering very candidly when they were drinking was really interesting to me. But people also get weird if you don't drink and are still hanging out with drinking groups too. As an adult, people also like designated drivers too. Especially as an adult, being around a bunch of drunk people when you're sober can be really goddamn annoying. Then it just feels like you're not able to engage. That's just Mario's ass? Mario's flat ass? Who's... Why? Why are those cheeks so flat? We know Mario's got that dumper. Aw. Maybe. It depends. I feel like movies and TV generally commands a lot of focus. That often tends to not be as much fun and less social. But if you have a social, like, movie-watching group, then yeah, probably. That movie Mario's ass? Was it just flat? Oh my god. Yeah, the upcoming, like, haha, mini getting over it bit there feels off theme since the rest of the level doesn't do it. It's mean to make it punishing up there. In just that one specific section. After everything else, it's frustrating. Because it necessitates, too, that if I make a mistake, I have to repeat a significant chunk of the level. And then, as soon as that happens, I have to repeat a significant chunk over and over. It definitely feels like the pacing in the second half is much, much more difficult and much more potentially frustrating. Easy level. Easy level, they say. What are we doing? 10 minutes? Like, the little precision jumps like this aren't bad in general. The more times I have to repeatedly do it when I know I have done it, the more it pisses me off. The less patience I have for it. It's like, dude, I did this already. I'm tired of doing this. I want to do the part that I haven't done yet. Oh. Couple more shots here. Ooh, spaghetti meatball.
Spaghetti meatballs.
Sound alerts have weirder GIFs now. That was one of them. Oh? Got an itch. Not picking it, Mom. It's itchy. Oh. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's just really frustrating. Chris Pratt? Chris Pratt? It's really frustrating to get that deep and not be able to proceed, especially because there's so much, there's a lot standing in the way of me getting to the end there, and we're right there. But having to redo that section before it over and over and over again is pissing me off. You do you. I mean, it's the difficulty you're going for in the level, but it does feel harder than the first half. The first half, we blitz through so fast. Which also makes me feel like the checkpoint spacing, actually. That's probably the best feedback that I could give you, is consider repositioning your checkpoint so that it kind of middles out some of the most difficult areas in the level. If you don't want to do a second checkpoint, that's fine, although it literally never hurts, and there's nothing more stupid than making the player repeat segments of the level to justify difficulty. That's not difficulty, that's tedium. But if you feel like it's just too short doing it correctly, okay, maybe. You could do another checkpoint by just sticking one in the overworld and having the player pipe on in. If you don't want to do another checkpoint, I would move it forward, into the level a little bit further. Never hurts. Really feel like checkpoints never hurt, but it's relatively short, so I could see you making the argument that too many is too much. And you still always have the speedrun chase, too, for the people who want the worst difficulty. I figured you meant Mario. It's the me, Chris Pratt. He didn't even do that much of a Mario impression. His Mario was just Chris Pratt. Same thing with Charlie Day. His Luigi was just Charlie Day. It was so disappointing. Breakneck Bayou. Overcome serious hurdles in the Cluster Creek Kingdom. I have 4 more after this at 10. Leave it open for a little bit. Overall good, though, Leech. I like the level. I like the level. I like the way that it's structured, even though it looks a a little cheap. It feels cheap in a classic ROM hack or almost a quirk. No, it does not. Meat Boy way. Really reminds me of Meat Boy. I don't know why I thought that would work. Oh, didn't I get mad at this last time? What pissed me off in this level last time? Okay, key. I kind of wish there was a capture for the shell over there after it hit that. I think if you dented right here, 1 block down, you'd still hit the shell. That's not the end of the world, though. It doesn't really break anything to have to hit it. There's a flower right there anyway. Can't crawl. Oh, it's really too bad we don't have any capacity to control the water level with the power switch, too. Controlling it with an on-off switch would be really fun. Mario has a slight Brooklyn accent. It's inconsistent because Luigi doesn't have one, yeah. Yeah, Luigi just sounded like Charlie Day. Oh my god. And Charlie Day can do other voices. That's what made it even weirder. Like, why would he just do his own voice? I've made a mistake. Okay, I need the key, and I need to flip that switch. Is there really a good reason to lock the player in there? Like, if the player needs to flip the switch, couldn't they get back out? Or even better, why don't you just not have a pit underneath and let the player, go back over by the switch and have to go back through? Like, just have 2 pairs of one-ways. Thanks for the follow. Remembered. Hose it. Hose it? Who's that? Oh, Count created yesterday. What shady dumb thing are you about to do? Better be an ASCII wiener. Damn it! Why couldn't it ever... Why can't it just be a fucking ASCII wiener? Why is it never a wiener? It's never that guy who wants to say vulgar things. It's never ASCII wieners. It's never anything other than spam. And yet everybody else gets Man of Steel coming at him with their super weird wiener raids. Yeah, Seth Rogen's DK was just Seth Rogen. That's a bad way to do an animated movie. I don't understand why it was so well loved and so well reviewed. None of the voice actors were acting. Yeah, why not just have that area dump out down here? Like, literally. Especially since I could pretty easily get up here without the switch flip, so it's pretty likely the player's gonna do that wrong anyway. Yeah, just drop the saw blades from down there and have that area poke out to the left. There we go. Big point. I remember something really pissed me off in here. I don't remember what. That's a wiener. Oh my god, I did it to myself. Ratchet, do you remember what pissed me off? Because I feel like I was already very pissed off by this point, and I'm not pissed off now. But it's harder... It's harder to assess the changes if I don't remember what made me so angry. Yeah, he did. Jack Black did actually try to do Bowser. I still found it a little insufferable, but I always kind of find him a little insufferable. He at least was doing something. So many of the other ones just didn't. And if they wanted to do a different take, you know, on the characters, that wouldn't have made me that mad. It might have still felt really alien. I would have definitely thought it was so that they could sell a new voice for the characters. I very strongly thought that's what their plan was, that they were going to recast Mario and Luigi and everybody as these famous people, and it was going to be a whole big mess with tying up the schedules forever, because it would be hard to get voice acting to the games in time. Here we go. And their filming schedules would mess up game voice acting, blah, blah, but that didn't happen. That's good. Oh, this pissed me off, didn't it? Didn't the arena make me real mad? It was just goddamn hot potato party the whole time. Oh, god damn it. And then oh wait, no, I can just jump on him. What am I thinking? Go. And this is just alternating whether or not those balls can come up. That's interesting. That works. Let that one take care of itself. Yeah, good. Simple little arena. Takes care of itself. Yeah, the 80s music was stupid, too. That was like the laziest, like, parents, we remember you. Like, fuck off. You fuck right off. Oh, I guess you can keep it. Yeah, it's alright. Good. Yeah, I feel like that pathing in the beginning there could be less pointlessly punishing, but overall good. That's a good name. I feel like the name is a lot better than the level. Breakneck Bayou sounds like, honestly, it sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode. Alright. Desire, let's see what you got. 84 liters. The maker code, anything in particular you want me to take a look at? 88 Celsius. Yeah. The references. The references don't really bring anything to it, and like seeing a reference. I upload short troll now. Perfect. That sounds good to me. Seeing a reference to something that you like, happening. Is it that one? Is it this one right here? One screen troll. Do you want me to download or go for it? Seeing a reference to something you like and being like, I know that, feels a lot like clapping when a plane lands, like, or laughing when canned laughter laughs. It feels obligatory, fan servicey, and empty. Go for it? Okay, I will go for it. Infinity, thanks for dropping a level in there. It feels so shallow, and it feels pointlessly shallow if it's not bringing something nice. If it's not bringing something good to that was weird. If it's not bringing something good to the table. So how does one defeat a penis? Okay, go in it. Go in the balls. Go where the pee is stored. This does not look short. Oh, this is crazy. What is this? Nice. It was a good setup. Oh, okay. You can actually dodge it, though. I don't know if I need to dodge it or what, so let's try that. Okay. Yeah, I think dodge was correct. Coin. So weird. Okay, so this is my... It's not a reusable checkpoint. That's just how I... Okay, okay. Isn't that right? Was literally the dodge there was don't fall down? I have to get up a little earlier for that to work. Uh-oh. I can't fit under that box. I can see that very clearly. Damn it. Okay, key death. Key death on purpose? No, that block is always getting hit there. Okay, let me see if I'm dumb. I might be dumb. Oh, I can fit through there. Okay, never mind, I'm dumb. Never mind, I'm dumb. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Oh shit. How do I get in the door? Oh god, I'm dumb. Go in the door down here. I looked at chat. I apparently deserved it. Same level as last night, slightly tweaked to address concerns. Okay. All right. Well, let's do this one first. Oh. Oh. I just didn't know what it was. I wanted to see. Good. Ghosts, there they are. Okay, vine. Yeah, with the vine there, I thought the troll was going to be somehow to not take the vine, but it was take the vine. Vine. I'm really happy that's not longer. Annoy me. Oh, I'm glad there's a vine on the other side, too, in case you do that. Okay, so jump? I'm gonna guess jump when I go through there. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is, where the friggin' fish is, but let's just jump. Is fish gone now? Yes, okay. I do not know how the hell you managed to do that, but yeah, just get out of the way and then go back through works. And that's it. Great stuff. I like that. I like that. You know, I don't think long trolls are bad, but I wish there were more like this because it's really nice to just spend 5 minutes on a troll level that gets you good a couple of times and then move on with your life. You have less opportunities to invest in conditioning, psychological conditioning, and manipulation of the player's actions. You have less potential to build strong anxiety, and then to build off of that anxiety. Like, I can see why there are disadvantages to it, but that said, that was still great. That was still extremely well done. That did a really good job at getting in and getting out with its trolls. Good stuff. Hey, Desire, if you're not familiar, the OCW people... Well, no, not the OCW people. I need a command for it. The Bandwagon World people in their Bandwagon World Discord are doing big upload parties for the kind of trolls that Nintendo is not does not generally allow to. So if you want to avoid the eventual banhammer and or stupid problems that Nintendo gives you, those weekend upload parties in that community is probably... Oh, perfect. Yeah, if they're already in OCW, yeah, it's worth digging up the Bandwagon World Discord. Bandwagon Team Discord. Am I allowed to invite? I can. Okay. So here's the link for it. Eventually I will have a thing for it, but they are doing a new troll library thing. It's worth looking into. It's great stuff. Especially since Curated Trolls is basically dead. 47 grams. Have fun. Let's go. 10, 12... 3 more, it looks like. Yeah, 3 more. I should still close it, though. We're going to close the queue. I'm in mod. Good. You're in and a mod? Are you a mod in there and I'm stupid? Let me see. Oh, wait. Streamer mode is enabled. Go away. Oh, yeah, you are. Sorry, bud. I'm, really bad at participating and contributing to Discord. I like Discords in general. It's just that it's one of those things that's hard to get dragged into. I'm sorry, Team Mute. Oh, God. Oh, no. I'm not a total goddamn idiot. I am trying to... No. I'm trying to bring, I'm the only Korean who used OCW. Nice. I'm just trying to constantly, drag more people in. Any contribution I can make where I can try to bring people together into those groups so that the library can build out, so that, OCW can eventually be a home for tons of troll levels, so we can have real curated trolls that you can go back through and play, would just be so great. But then, if you don't come by for like a year, and then you come back, I might still remember because of the Korean characters. But I might also forget and be like, are you in this server? You should go in this server. You'd be like, dude, we had this conversation. Ugh. I did this. I played a level like this. Is this the same level? I played a level like this, but it looped in a vertical area, or in an area at the very top of the screen, where I was at the topmost part of the screen. Is this the same level? Was that you, Try? Oh God. I don't want to do this. Oh, Chris Pratt. I forgot to change to Mario. Mr. Nick. I'm gonna do that now, and then mark it as complete. See? I'm a man of my word, eventually. Years later. Made this 2 days ago. Okay. And it's not a rework. I played a very similar Song That Never Ends level. I swear it was a Song That Never Ends. That did a similar type of thing where they were blowing out bricks. Did you play that level? Was this inspired by that level? Because it was the same kind of thing. You were basically just getting looped. This adds platforming in, but not very good platforming. Oh. Not a rework. Okay. Someone may have done it before. Yeah, someone may have done it before. But the fact that I saw one relatively recently makes me wonder if the idea came out of the same Discord or something. I don't see it in Maker Central. I'm not going to dig around for it right now. Oh. But it was pretty recently. It was in the last month, I would say. And it had a similar concept, is that you were looping through over and over again while bricks broke, and it went on to absolute excess, which I imagine this one will as well, for the theme of the song. But it already didn't feel very original in that case. Adding in annoying platforming and an auto-scroll, and it's not hard, but it's annoying, and it's going to get more annoying the more times I have to do it. I don't know. If your goal was to frustrate the player by repetitious actions to play off the song, I feel like you have accomplished that goal. Maybe use something to... Yeah, use track blocks. I didn't want to use OCW, but Nintendo didn't let it sit. Yeah, OCW is a really wonderful thing. It's a little complicated, but I like it so much. Okay, let me hide the overlay. Use track blocks here. Is that lined up? Yeah, it's lined up. I'm just dumb. Use track blocks here, and then a pusher on the track block. You should be able to make that work. You should be able to rework it to make it work. A block of some sort as a pusher on the track block to push the bomb in and blow these up. Because the first time I skipped the first blow, and the player could skip the first blow, so having to wait each time you get here is just an additional annoyance. If you wanted to continue elaborating on the concept of it being pointlessly frustrating, I guess you could make the player wait for the bomb to blow. Oh, I'm not doing this. By making them wait for donut blocks, but I feel like that's really annoying too. But I hate this. I hate this. Let's look at it in the editor here. I get the joke that you're making. I could see some people thinking the joke is funny, but I have trouble not seeing it as just extremely repetitive. Okay, once we get the key door, is that the end? That is pretty much the end. That's good. But it is still the same thing. Oh god, and then you have to wait. You have to wait for him to walk out each time. Yeah, pusher should work. You should be able to spawn him here and push him along. That pusher should push each of the other bob-ombs once they're no longer body blocked too. You know, if you really wanted to lean into making it really annoying, actually, like, if you wanted it to be frustrating and force the player to pay attention, like, I don't like the idea of a... Show the overlay. I don't like the idea of a bean burrito in general, or any type of level that's deliberately, pointlessly, like, frustrating, mean, and not fun. But if you were gonna do it, you'd at least want it to be, like, a masterclass in it. Like, if you're gonna do it, it should be the best imaginable job with it. So, the most annoying way to force the player to pay attention and stay hot on the button would be to have two sides. Have the door be a pipe or something like that, or go to a pipe. The pipe plays the song Will Never End, blah, blah, as well. And is upside down. Is Cave at Night theme. So it's upside down, so the player has to do the same platforming, but from the other perspective. Maybe upside down and going right to left instead, or left to right? Right to left. Going right to left instead of left to right would probably be the best way to do that. And at the very least, then, if you went to that level with it, it would at least be an impressive amount of effort to make it more annoying, I would say. That said, I would still hate it and almost for sure boo it. But if you're gonna go that way, I'd go hard. Wonder what the Buddha like ratio is. You know, it's pretty new, but we can see, and I pulled it up in the viewer, so let's find out. Firefox. Currently, it is 5 likes to 1 boo. That's probably not my boo, so it's probably 5 likes to 2 boos now. Might pull it out of Endless. Poor Endless, guys. Needs a few more to not be an Endless. Okay. Nick, DCM. M5TR. How many boos take a level out of Endless? I don't think we know absolutely for sure, but I seem to remember it being, like 3 to 1 backwards? Something like that? Like, if you had 3 times the boos as likes, but I don't remember. I think it might have just been... I think what I'm thinking of, actually, was that people thought that if you got 3 boos before you got any likes, it wouldn't be an Endless anymore. I don't know what the actual rules are, but if the level gets a lot of boos, it seems like it stops appearing for anybody. If someone has actually done all the science on it, and anyone's seen it, though, please send it to me. Play my most recent liked level. Oh, not this one? Okay. I'll go do that. Instead of Super World, look at my most recently liked level. Okay. I got distracted by the next message and almost ignored it. Liked courses. Kakariko Village from Zelda OOT, which I have somehow already played. Oh, that's fucking Barnstorm! Isn't that Barnstorm? That's Barnstorm. I know, that's Barnstorm. That's Barnstorm. That's Barnstorm. Barnstorm changed his name. But I knew when I saw it. I have played that one, though. Barnstorm is out there taking all my world records. Doing great stuff. His Metroid levels that he made were unbelievably good music levels that also did a pretty good job at approximating Metroid gameplay. It was really impressive. And it is, I don't know, too bad that they don't explode. That Nintendo isn't out here begging him to make more levels or something. Yeah, I believe we talked about it the first time, but I think the lighting here was done extremely well. We're doing a dark level, especially an early dark level. The arrows do such a good job of illuminating the borders, as well as the enemies generally being illuminated, so you don't get that like incredibly oppressive, like what the fuck am I supposed to do here kind of feeling, which is really nice. And honestly, even in a higher difficulty dark underwater level, I still feel like this is the right way to do it, is to at least light what the player needs to see. Darkness is one of those things that's so hard to work with because you want you want the oppressiveness that it brings, or the mystery that it brings, or just the potential horror factor that it brings. Although I feel like dark horror is super kind of lazy and low hanging. 2 more after this, 10, 24. We'll do another one. But you know what the level looks like, so it's really hard for you to get an idea of what's appropriately oppressive and what's horrible. That's not just POWs, but the other thing that we're getting there is buried arrows. Because if you bury an arrow, it illuminates just a tiny bit, which is how we got just a little bit of light on the top of the screen there pretty often. And you can stick arrows behind ground tiles, so it works really well. I close the queue, right? Yeah, I close the queue. Yeah, and then next week I want to be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I want to do what I want to do. However, my schedule is shifting a lot next week. For like the next 3 weeks. So we may be streaming more randomly. And we may be streaming either like I'm just going to stream a couple troll levels till I'm bored or whatever whenever I find the time to do so. Or viewer levels. Or we may start late. But I'm really going to be playing it by ear. It's going to be best effort. Because being in the office and having to work totally solo because my boss is on vacation may make it a lot harder to actually do other things. Change character to Luigi. How did I miss that? How do I friggin' miss that? Why doesn't it just make a friggin' noise, Twitch? There we go. We're back. This looks familiar. Okay, putting wings on them pretty much turns them into Mario 3 boos, which is pretty cool. They're a little slower to start, but they still have all that squirreliness that they have. I think they move a little slower too. That's okay though. That's cute. That's real cute. That works really well. I like that. Yeah, it's really hard to balance what you want out of a darkness level and the fact that you know the darkness level because you made it. And it very often makes darkness levels really bad. Look at the name of it. Super Mario Bros. 3 2 Fortress. I gotcha. I figured. Is there a whistle? I know there isn't. I haven't run Mario 3 in a long time. I should do that at some point. I should do 100% Mario 3. That's what we should do. When I finally have a bunch of time, I should do 100% Mario 3 crowd control run. I honestly cannot remember the last time I 100%ed Mario 3. Years. Years and years. First World does, though. Now I want to do that. Now you want to do what? Which one? Do which one? Oh, hide a whistle? You could probably make a whistle noise with a note block up there to make a cute little Easter egg, and it would make people smile if they looked for it. Okay, let's see here. BWX. Let's see what you got, Mike. 8969 BWX HEG. YKG. Secret Whistle End Castle. Makes me stronger than before. Doubt me. Technical. 014. I mean, we'll take a swing. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably spicier than I've got the nuts for. They hang low. They wobble to and fro. But I can't tie them in a knot. Oh. Oh, it's short. Okay. Okay, well, crazy hard but short. We can spend a little bit of time playing with. So, oh my god, what? Easy. Easy. 2 clears. Okay. Are we're not bouncing on it back and forth. Oh, fine. I wanted to look for a second. You did not. Oh, the whole thing's on a timer, so you don't want me to look. Okay, so yeah, it's all on a timer with the friggin' guys there. So we're gonna be bouncing off of those assholes one at a time. Well, we hit the we re-grab the shell and repeatedly flip the switch until the bob-ombs get crushed. I gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I forgot how to throw up, but I am picking up what you're putting down. Kick? Yeah, kick and jump off of it. Okay. Well, not like that. I found a soft lock in my desert water level. Had to re-upload it. Well, that'll happen. Missed. Bonk to side after up the... Oh, don't re-grab. Just bonk it. Okay. Okay, bonk it and land on it. I gotcha. Okay, that's clever. This is an interesting setup. There's absolutely no way on earth I'm going to be able to do it. Oh, we actually can make the shell jump work there, too. I don't know if the shell jump will be consistent or if we get off timing, but that honestly feels less weird for me. Oh my god. My up is a little tight on my 8-bit though. And it's causing me problems. It's tight on purpose. There's a little bit of captain tape in there. Ow. To prevent it from accidental up inputs. Aw. But, you know, it's either going to be a little too easy or a little too hard. All full jumps. That's good. I'm going to get annoyed really fast. I did point it out. It was at the flag. Well, don't have soft locks at the flag. Sounds like me. I don't know. I like when people expect me to remember things. It's just nice to be disappointing so often. I'm sure there is an audience for this. Oops. But failing so much, and how long it takes to die in Mario Maker, will wear my patience down very quickly. If we had fast retry in Mario Maker, though, something like this would be so much less frustrating. Like, one of the ROM hacks made by Maddie of Celeste, before Sure Shot, Supersonic Saves the World. Really great hack. There are several levels that are like series of little challenge rooms that have similar premises to this. Esports. But if you die, you're right back into it. Like, immediately. Which is super, super nice. You don't have to wait. Is it 10 seconds? Does death really take 10 seconds? Okay, was that 2? It takes 8 seconds. That's still a really long goddamn time. And it's not something that you can plan for if you want to make hard levels in Mario Maker, but it does make hard levels in Mario Maker suck more. Because if I fuck up that first throw, I can't get back to grinding it for like 8 seconds. So I get to play for 2 seconds, and then oh okay, then I have to wait 8 seconds. Just one of those things that I really wish Nintendo had thought through. I must be doing that wrong still. Yeah, I don't know how I'm getting the next hit there. I think I have to throw it up a lot earlier so I catch it again as I'm hitting the top of my arc, yeah. It's a cool concept. It's a fun concept. Oops. I wish I could see whatever was supposed to blow the way, but not being able to see it, seeing what's over there, anybody who's going to play this should be able to figure it out. And it's probably better than if the hole to get over there was really small. Although I wonder what the clear ends up looking like when we get over there. It's probably just jumping off of the last guy and then making our way over. Or a friggin' bounce off the shell as it runs away. Oh my god, yeah, we're not gonna get anywhere. Alright, one more. Here it is. This is the one. We're gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. I like the idea. I like the idea. I think it's well executed. I think you've made a really interesting little like kind of gimmick jump. And this is a fun way to do like a higher pressure shell jump or shell trick kind of level versus like just do this one thing over and over. Like do it, go forward, do it, go forward, do it, go forward. I wish that death was faster. Next, Infinity Miner. Let's see what you got. That's the one thing that really keeps me away from extremely high difficulty Kaizo in Mario Maker as well, is how frustrating death is for the flow experience. Like, I can get completely lost in a Super Mario World ROM hack. Little Kaizo Castle. Oh yeah, we touched this. I can get totally lost in a ROM hack. I can plot my way through it and just hone in on the movement, on everything I'm doing. With how goddamn long it takes to die in Mario Maker, I am constantly left waiting, and then I am immediately just reset back to, I'm dumb. If the skill level's higher, it's less difficult to deal with, but people grinding for 10 hours, like if you're grinding... Oh, there it is. That's cute. I always like that. If you're grinding a Mario Maker level for 4, 10, 20 hours, 2 days, 3 days, and dying once every 10 seconds, then once every 20, then once every 30 probably, you're still probably ending up spending like, what, 30, 20% of your time just dying? Oops, fucked it. Man, it's hard to imagine. The absolute consistency required is a skill for sure, but it's not as much of a skill I want as... I don't know. I guess it's not much of a skill that I can develop if it's like this. Sure. Bomb looked hot. I didn't want to land on it. Spikes were hotter. Womp. Womp womp. Bruh. I need a sec. Did I finish the coffee? I better have. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Swallow at 5 minutes before bed. 20 minutes, whatever. I did not lift today, but I keep feeling like the guns look like they have it. I lifted a lot yesterday, though, because I skipped all weekend, but I don't think a pump lasts that long. But this one looks like Contra arms. Super weird. So somewhere I have a picture of me in like a dress, a pretty long skirt. And I was always like 110 pounds for a long time. And I gained a lot of weight. And I lost a lot of weight. And I started lifting along with cardio to balance it out. And, you know, seemed like a good idea. And it's still, even years later, feels a little alien to have, like, bigger than not muscles. Bigger than zero muscles. Hey, that's not the indicator, but it is a clear indicator. The actual indicator that is typically used is, where's my scribbler? Where is my scribbler? Sleepy Howl, how you doing tonight? The actual indicator is almost what you did. Let me hide the overlay. But just like this is all you need. That's like a third of a parachute. And it's smaller. You don't need the rest of this. That said, every single person on Earth will instantly know what you're communicating equally as well when you do this versus if you just did this. I don't know why I made an X. I can't help myself. Oh, Sleepy Howl, the queue is closed, but actually we might have time for it. What is it, 10:39? Yeah, pop it back in there. I'm gonna open the queue for just a second here. Pop it in. Go. Now. Nick, I know you're lining up. You probably can fit one in there too. Mario World or 3 better? It's really hard to say. I have stronger nostalgia for Mario 3. I don't like nostalgia as a motivating factor generally. Dude, closed. And I don't... You had to leave? I didn't remove your level. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, if the bot says you're gone, I'll freaking skip it. I just skip right over it. Oh, like, occultist cunt there. Yeah, he never came back. Good username, though. It's really hard to say. In general, I think that I could tell you for sure if Mario 3 was better or worse if Mario 3 had an incredibly robust ROM hacking tool the same way that we have with Lunar Magic, and somebody had done the work to expand our access to be able to do that, like essentially giving us ROM expansion, or better yet, just like a Mario All-Stars Mario 3 repackaging tool so that we could use that engine but have the Super Nintendo's space available. I'm way off topic here. I think Super Mario World is better, all things considered. But in an alternate reality where Mario 3 was equally as hacked to pieces as Super Mario World, with as much vigor and interesting, like, chocolatey nonsense, I think that I would like Mario 3 ROM hacks more. I love Mario 3. I always wanted to speedrun Mario 3 competitively. I had a competitive time for a while, but was unable to record it because the requirements at the time... Hey, I can skip all of that? Is that on purpose? It totally is. I can't go in this pipe. Okay. That feels like I'm skipping a lot of it. Is there a secret? Are those even enterable? I'll take that. Today I sent you one of my easier levels. That's probably good. G. I didn't miss anything? Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. That was good. That was solid. Does its job. Little Kaizo. Didn't feel like making more level. Just blocked it off. That's funny. Based. Fucking Chad level design. My easiest level has 4 to 5%. Oh, that's reasonable. That's like expert, maybe. M82. Let's take a peek. DXY. I wanted to speed run Mario 3 competitively, but Speed Demos Archive had really strict rules. And you absolutely had to both capture the gameplay footage and you had to have a fucking camcorder. So you had to have a camcorder that could see you and your hands and the CRT in the viewfinder, right? Okay, I'm not gonna find a friggin' thing real quick. It's just, you had to have your friggin' camera pointed at your TV and your stupid ass and your NES controller in your hands for your fucking speedruns to be viable. That sucked. It made me super angry. There was absolutely no way I could afford all that shit. Now the world records are crazy. They require that 12.5% chance that you get through the hands, on top of, if you even want a remote chance to be competitive with your world record, you have to be able to get that fucking sub-pixel frame perfect wall kick in Bowser's Castle 12 minutes into a run after 2 long autoscrollers, 3 long autoscrollers. There's another autoscroller in the end of Bowser's World too. So yeah, 3 fucking autoscrollers. You are so goddamn deep into the run at that point to have it fuck at the end of it. It sucks. It sucks so bad. I really wish I could do it competitively, but I just can't. It's not possible. So I'm always a little butthurt about that too. That camera looks oddly. Word that rhymes with metallic. Metallic? Is it metallic? What the fuck word rhymes with metallic? Speedrun, second try, 55 likes. Kein Fueler erlaubt. Let's take a peek. I don't know what that means, but I assume I pronounced it perfectly. I didn't build that much level. This year, I build 1 level. I've been there. I don't think I built a level this year. Okay. I like the open. Esports. That was a little confusing. No mistakes allowed. I just made one. What are you gonna do? You gonna fight me? What's happening? Oh, no mistakes allowed is the translation. I gotcha. I clearly did something wrong there. Oh, I'm kicking it there, huh? I'm not grabbing it, I'm kicking it. Okay. I am supposed to bonk that bullet bill there, and then I am kicking that shell. Oops. Oh, I'm supposed to kick that somewhere else. Okay, fine. You need to, you need to be more creative. Wow. Ein Berliner. I don't know how to say anything in German. Oops. Bad Carpenter blames his players. And now I want a donut. Yeah, I had a long, deep love with Mario 3. I like to speedrun it for a long time. X? Oops. My levels are from the first 2 weeks I had this game. Wow. And then stopped? Giga cheese. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like maybe I can flat cheese right there if I don't need the switch state flipped. If I can cheese right out the gate. Can I make it left? You can't cheese. You can't cheese? That's a challenge. Oh, red coins. That might be some of it. That was a cool setup. I like that. Yikes. Yeah, I had a lot of deep love for Mario 3. crazy fun game. But being as objective as I can, I think that Super Mario World just has, in general, a more robust engine. But it's hard for me to definitely say that that's the case. If, say, Super Mario Bros. 3 in All-Stars had been broken off, and it should be pretty easy to make a base ROM that just breaks Mario All-Stars Mario 3 off as the launch point when you press start. So you just go title screen straight to Mario 3. And then... Oops, I did it again. We're going, we don't need keys. Might be possible. I wonder if you could, like, do... See, now all I want to do is dig for cheese. Because I feel challenged. Oh! Well, here's an idea. What if we bring you with, bud? Aww. Well, wait, though. It's not sealed. Oh, I don't think it's over. Definitely not under. Okay. No, I don't think we can go over there. World record cheese has cheese I have never found interesting. It might just be grabbing the coins and looping back. We'll see. Like grabbing all the coins and then proceeding from there. Or maybe hitting one of the coins with the shell after getting the rest. Oh, I could keep that Shelmet, actually, and get up there. Is there another red coin up there? Might be. What's the world record? Yours is 132. What's the actual world record? Let me go look. 5 minutes in. 10:50. Theirs is 132. So if there is cheese, it's short. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been real interesting if anybody ever did build out tools for Mario 3. That'd be fun. Another life. The heavy background and coding, that would have been a really fun thing to do. I always wanted to make ROM hacking tools for Blaster Master. Oops. And hope that I would one day be able to get into that. But coding just really wasn't something that I pursued professionally. Interesting. There's some cheese. Oh, fuck. Well, we can definitely keep a Shelmet, and if we can keep a Shelmet, that likely means that at some point we can burn a, damage boost to save a bunch of time instead of waiting for something. Yeah, I work in IT as a sysadmin specializing in network and information security. But I'm at a pretty small place now, so I'm mostly a generalist in practice. Turkatron, how you doing tonight? Sorry, bud, the queue is closed. I wish there was more Aquatine Hunger Force, though. Right, that was the robot's name, wasn't it, Turkatron? Maybe unrelated. But yeah, I will be back probably on Monday, doing more viewer levels. That's probably it for viewer levels this week. Man, I always want to jump early there. But we are getting ready to wrap up here pretty soon. Sports. Oh, not even equipment. Other side. Security of the equipment. But mostly I've worked with Cisco and Ubiquiti devices. So I probably can just skip that, right? Cisco, Ubiquiti devices, pretty much it, yeah. Some other odds and ends, but that's the only thing I have a lot of experience with. Yeah, I can totally skip that. And then I get an extra shell, too. So, yeah. That's probably some of the cheese, I would imagine. Aww. But that's at least 2 hits I can take there, too. Oh, I want to jump early! Oops. Guess that could work, but I like my snake. Yeah, flow is good, though. Whole thing plays pretty good. It does its job for a speed run. I kind of want to just see the rest of it here, even though we're not going to be able to open the door. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Okay, one more shot, then I gotta move on. Take a look at Nick's level and then wrap it up. Yeah, actual network administration has never been a deep interest of mine, though. I think it's fine. Oh, some of it's necessary no matter what you're doing. Security or not, you're gonna be... managing ports and dealing with it. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, one more where I'm less dumb. Let's try and play the game. Oh my god, that doesn't count. Has a time jump that's kind of evil? Meme. Oops. That'll be it. Well, I like what we've seen so far. I would like to see the rest of it. Feel free to bring it back and we'll look at it. I hope that time jump isn't too mean. And let's look at this last one. Hugging Bills. Hugging face. Oh, one of the speakers at the conference I was at today. Such a goddamn idiot. Somehow he got assigned doing a presentation on AI and he clearly didn't know what the hell he was talking about. You wish. Gotta know the secret code. And have the secret key. Oh, it got me. No, vendor conference. There was a pretty good talk on cybersecurity insurance. And they weren't even really doing a big pitch. The other talk was on like AI as it relates to the business, but it was really just like customer relations and UI UX stuff, and it was by 2 total fucking dipshits. They absolutely did not know what they were talking about. Yeah, actually, it's my Twitch password and 2-factor authentication is what you're gonna need. Otherwise, it's not gonna let you in there. Pretty much just me. Those indicators are still very cool with the patterns that are there. I like that. I believe we talked about that last time too. Feels like it got less insane. Oh, then it got more insane. I guess if you wanted to skip the like actual like social engineering and somehow getting the password from friggin' guy who works in security, probably be pretty hard to trick him into giving you his password and 2-factor code. But there might be some other people in the chain who could do it. In this case, the people who maintain the viewer level spot They do it for free. So you might be able to just bribe them and be like, hey, I give you like 200 bucks. Will you give me mod on this guy's queue so I can prank him? You can embellish it a little bit, grab a picture from my Facebook and be like, yeah, we're friends in real life and I just think it would be really, really funny. You could probably make that work. You could probably engineer your way into that. The lack of really weird social engineering attacks on popular Twitch streamers kind of baffles me. In general, I think for a lot of people, you are PayPaling them directly when you do donations and that kind of stuff. So it should be pretty easy to get information about them. And once you have name and address data, you should be able to find relatives and everything else just literally with like free tools, like cyber background checks, and just be you could just be such a terrible fucking creep. Thank God gamers are dumb. Man on Twitch that when you do sudo, it says that you weren't found in the sudoers file. I mean, I could make the bot say that. Well, I wonder if the bot's case sensitive. Because it would be really funny if I could make it bitch about case over and over, and then eventually be like, nope, not found. There we go. That's still a little finicky, but it's really not hard to get through. We've done it a lot, too. But we can backtrack for the fire flower. Makes it a lot easier. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh my God, the slopes! Twitch has a little bit of granular permissions in that you can have like a mod, editor, etc., a couple of things. Depending on the chatbot that you're using, though, there are a lot of ways to have significantly more granular permissions. Like, basically, have the bot be able to do everything, and then the bot, acting as an intermediary, can then delineate what things people are and are not allowed to do based on their permission level. The bot that comes with stream elements lets you delineate it between 1 and 500, and then just assign thresholds for each individual thing, which is okay. I would much rather each individual thing that you want to give to a moderator is just something you can turn on or off, which is still basically how it works, but it's more annoying to do it as like a list like that, but it works. But there are a lot of solutions that do work, like the way you're describing. There are definitely ways to do it. You just need something else to own all the permissions, and then that thing is also the, I guess, ACL delineator? I guess kind of both. Okay. I don't know if this changed since I got mad at it last time, but it seems less dumb. Ow. Ow. Oh, come on. I saw death coming. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, self-host, one. If you self-host your own bot, people aren't going to be able to make weird changes. The fact that I use a viewer levels bot that's run by a very small team that's relatively inactive means that it's pretty likely that they would just respond to a request if they, you know, were unscrupulous and thought it sounded funny or doable and reasonable. Maybe not. It might not work. It might work. But if it were, say, like Warp World, Jakku is much more likely to be like, no, absolutely not. He definitely has a strong coding background, IT background, and is probably at least security-minded enough to be like, no, that sounds really shady. But Warp World has some other caveats, so I'm using this cheap and simple one that works really, really well for me. I could self-host the bot. I should self-host the bot, because then I could receive OCW levels and not get pissed all the time at it being really stupid. but I do not. Oh yeah, it would be a huge mess. It could end up with them losing a lot of other users, but there's no monetization whatsoever for the viewer levels bot. It exists entirely as like a labor of love from some wonderful person who has been keeping it up and maintaining it forever. It could just disappear at any point, and I really should have a plan for that. That isn't doing the friggin' queue and notepad for that stream and then panicking. Honestly, it'll probably just be, I'm gonna play troll levels and we'll fix the queue tomorrow. Notepad sucks. Who the hell wants to do roll call also? There we go. Esports. But yeah, if it was my server, I'm pretty secure. If I was locally hosting it, that'd be pretty secure. But you can make other people mods with viewer levels, so you could theoretically bribe them. It could work. You almost for sure could. If you had enough money, you can grease almost any wheel you want. But at some point, the returns are really diminishing. Like, would you really... Like, if the guy said no for 200 and you were like, well, what about 2,000? He was like, nah, and you were like, what about 2 million? Go for it. Yeah, first cast was fine. It's solid. A lot more approachable than it was. But at 2 million, you could probably spend that 2 million better to fuck with somebody if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to fuck with me, you could spend 2 million. Yeah, I mean, you could hire... You could probably figure out where I am more or less. I talk about it pretty often. And then you could probably hire some people locally on Fiverr to just like ding dong ditch. For 2 million, you could pester me forever, basically. Get a lot more out of it than just opening my queue back up. I'd laugh at that more than I would ding dong ditch or whatever. Laughables, how you doing tonight? You're right on time to watch the end of the stream because I'm gonna go to bed. I think the flow improved. More or less, yeah. Yeah, we pretty much played through all of it today, and it pretty much all flows together pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there are way worse things you can do than that. Yeah, I gotta go to bed, bud. I have to. It's the law. Also, I have to be in the office tomorrow. I just meant from the cash to faintly annoying, like, chain there. Like, if your goal was to, like, haha, gotcha, you could get a gotcha for a lot less. Yeah. Especially on Twitch, almost everybody's got a business email. You could just start popping up in places. There used to be tools like Hate Grenade, but that's gone. But there's still really easy to find places to stick an email address and get spam sent to somebody. Yeah, it's dangerous territory, though. Hypothetically, you could do a lot of things, but I'm not gonna go deep on a lot of things. I'm gonna go to bed. And you guys can think of different ways that you would fuck with people. We'll be back. Laughables, sorry I missed you. Just got off work. Can't believe you were doing this to me. Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. You know, I would love to have whatever you have. However, the problem here is I have to go to bed. I have work in the morning and there's nothing I can do. We should be back. A little delayed today. We should be back on Monday, but my schedule is going to be a little crazy next week. With me in the office every day for where's my goddamn calendar. Next week, and yeah, next week I'm in the office all week. Then next week I'm in the office all week. Then next week I'm in the office all week. So yeah, 3 goddamn weeks I'm in the office all week. So it's gonna be a lot harder to stream on time. It did. It went well. It was good. There'll be a VOD on YouTube in 24 hours. Not worth watching unless you're way into it. Which you probably shouldn't be. I don't know. You do you. They do all go up there. Somebody watches them. They get like 50 views. There's some small, tiny cluster of people or person out there who watches the VODs, and it's just gotta be bots, right? Once in a while they get comments. It's weird. They're not trimmed at all. They're not cut down, so it's just babbling and being bad at Mario Maker. Maybe some people are into that. Monday we should be back. If not, watch my Twitter. Is there a thing here? Do I have that? I do have that. Watch my Twitter for information. I don't post every time I'm live, but if we're doing off-schedule stuff or I have schedule updates, they'll be there, or they will be in the Discord. Which will also ping you when I go live if you want to be even more annoyed at constant Discord notifications. I would like to set up something for the poll, for the sub goal too, but we might have to wait. Do a super world super cut of my world would be so cool. Yeah, editing's just hard. I don't want to edit either. I feel that pain. I eventually want to hire an editor to do video editing for me for free. I can't do video editing. No, I want somebody to do editing for me to keep my goddamn I mean, go put it in the poll and hopefully no one else will vote for it, or I will cheat and vote for something else over and over. I bet I can stuff the ballot. I got VPNs. Yeah, one day I want to find somebody who will do editing for the promise of future income, for a small income and a long-term cut of YouTube gains, probably like 50%. Down the middle forever for you to hire editor. That's expensive. That's an expensive choice. I do feel like it could lead to growth, and it could lead to growth without anything other than money cost. But also I hate that. I feel like I need to hit like a small critical mass. Maybe when Geek rest in pieces goes off to fucking Gutsland forever. For the great anti-softlock in the sky. Great softlock in the sky. She deserves it. She did this. Maybe there'll be a hole. Maybe when Mario Maker 3 comes out, there'll be a big rally. Who knows? But if I ever get a point where I'm at, like, where I hit a good mass, where there's a good amount of income from it, then I can take the little bit of income that Twitch gives me and then just give that to somebody else to do it for me. That'd be cool. But yeah, down the road. You guys have a good night. I have to go to bed. I am out of here.